Hello dear beautiful people, and welcome back to a very interesting video in which we're going to discuss about this Kartz trial. What we're going to do in this video, I'm going to explain you pretty much everything when it comes down to this, because we have some modifications, not necessarily positive ones to be honest, but I'm going to explain you this, the way it works. I'm going to give my feedback also on top of this, even though I know I'm talking to a massive and high wall. And of course, we're gonna wrap up the video, me showing you how would I position all 4 heavy troopers within the same march and why would I do that. And I'm also gonna show you a little code which will gonna help you to write in a message how would you position these heavy troopers. So of course, let's start by saying I'm absolutely super impressed, in a very ironic way of course, by River Game not being able to implement very needed changes to such a competition event, because that's exactly what it is. And of course, they have selected this theme, which are the heavy troopers. So you're also gonna see, using the Shamshir set, it will accelerate damage increase speed. So I don't think this is necessarily a very brilliant idea from different perspectives. First of all, we just witnessed a massive amount of extremely high spenders and high spenders leaving the game, and the players which are still playing the game are not necessarily probably still high spenders. So in other words, yes, that free-to-play players and low-budget spenders will gonna have difficulties in actually getting all modules for these heavy troopers, and not to mention having also 4 different sets. And of course, not to mention the brilliant idea of putting all these players against each other to compete, which is absolutely a logic in its own universe. So yeah, let's start by explaining pretty much what this is. So we have a placement march. So the events this time is going to allow you to select a stage. If you succeed that attack, you will be able to start directly from there. And of course, what's also very nice to see right here, again in a very ironic way, that this company is absolutely incapable of starting such events based on the time zone. So I most definitely will not wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning in order to do my first hit. So let's have a look at the heavy troopers right here. And of course, my suggestion towards the free-to-play players or low-budget players, guys, when it comes down to these chipsets right here, you see me the first 2 heavy troopers which came out, I actually bothered to make a full set, but you already see up the 3rd heavy trooper I start to mix, because this is absolutely super important. Chasing a set from the beginning, it's absolutely a bad idea. You should definitely focus on the high fire rate on this slots 1, 2, 3. Doesn't quite matter what kind of set you actually pick. The only thing what kind of slightly matters is the middle chip having some good stats, to be honest. So we have the 4 heavy troopers right here, and we will be able to use them in a single march. So let's start with the basic idea, which of course is the formation. So in other words, yes, we will gonna have to place these 4 heavy troopers on slots 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. And first of all, let's start by me coding these 4 heavy troopers as follows. Y for the yellow heavy trooper, R for the red heavy trooper, B for the blue heavy trooper, and let's call this newest heavy trooper with the letter P coming from purple. Now let's go into a march right here, and I'm going to show you how I think to position these 4 heavy troopers within a march. So first of all, I'm going to take these slots out, because it's obvious we are talking about slots 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. And from this perspective, I will definitely use the yellow heavy trooper on slot number 2 for several reasons. One of these, of course, is he's protecting the slots left and right, and also slots 1, 2, 3 are the slots doing the highest amount of damage due to the formation, but also if you are using heroes like Gypsy, which have a higher offense buff for the front row. When it comes down to the 2nd heavy trooper, I would like to use the blue heavy trooper on slot number 1 for different reasons. One of it is, of course, he's protecting whichever slots are behind him. In other words, he is going to protect also slot number 4, which definitely gets its turn way faster than slots 5 or slot 6. Then we come to the red heavy trooper, and this heavy trooper will buff all your units and doesn't necessarily have to be in the front row. So from this perspective, yes, I will take the red heavy trooper and actually place it on slot number 5. And that's why for the last heavy trooper, which is the purple guy, I'm gonna place him on slot number 3. So, dear beautiful people, please share in the comments how exactly would you set these heavy troopers within a march, because you actually see right now on the screen how I would position these heavy troopers. So anyways, the last thing I would like to mention in here is this event. It's kind of interesting. Of course, I'm going to do some videos regarding this as soon as it starts, but I also have to mention yet again that this being a competition, there is no way around this in setting these intervals of players within these VIP levels, because dear Riva game, no matter how much knowledge you have for this game or not, your account strength is literally representing the amount of money you can spend. So of course you should adjust the rewards. So for example, for VIP 0, those rewards will of course not be equal to the rewards which a VIP 16 can achieve, and you can also implement these rewards in such a way in which we can say it motivates the players to actually spend and actually slowly go up on these VIP levels. So anyways, beautiful people, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to support the fantastic channel, because the channel is fantastic and I think it's absolutely super needed, because it helps a lot of players out there. And of course, it's a lot of work and a lot of time investment from my side. Thank you very much for watching, and yes, don't forget to see me in the next episode. Ciao!